What up, y'all? How's it going? Bending here, and today I'm going to talk about how to style Asian guys' hair. I gotta say right off the bat that I know a lot of you guys who are subscribed to me won't really find this extremely useful unless you're an Asian guy who's trying to switch up your hairstyle, but actually my 7th most popular video as of now is my Korean hairstyle tutorial video. But unlike that video, this video is going to be more focused on the actual haircut and just how to style and deal with Asian hair in general. So anyway, it shows me that there's a lot of people who are interested in it. And I'll tell you what, I was interested in it for a long time. I've searched that so many times over the years because I've always had trouble figuring out how to style my hair. If you're familiar with Asian hair, especially like if you're an Asian guy who has a shorter hairstyle, you'll know that Asian people have really poofy hair. It can be really poofy when it's short. Instead of growing down, it can tend to grow out. Let me try to show you an example. So here you can see the hair on the side, and instead of growing down, if I put my hand behind here, you can see that it actually just grows out. And that can be really annoying because it can look really spiky or poofy, or maybe makes you look like you have a bigger head. And that's the biggest problem that I always had with my hair, is that it just grew out. So if I ever got a shorter haircut, then it would always become really spiky, and if I put a lot of wax in it, then it would still, I could force it down, but then my hair would look really greasy or waxy. So when I lived in America, I never really knew how to cut my hair. I lived in a very small town, no Asian people. I don't think anyone really knew how to cut Asian hair. But when I came to Korea, I started noticing that Asian people, Asian guys, would cut their hair a little bit differently. I think they had found what worked for them, and all the people here who do cut hair for a living, they know mainly what they work with is Asian hair, right? I know that all Asians don't have the exact same hair, but it is definitely kind of a distinct, style most of the time. So I honestly think the most important thing is a haircut. I got my haircut recently, and I have done a couple vlogs where I did show or talk about my hair a little bit, but I didn't go into depth, so that's why I wanted to do this today. I didn't know the name of it, but I figured out that this is called a 2-block cut. I think it's basically a disconnected undercut. I showed you before, up until my hairline reaches this corner here. It's basically a line all the way back, and all the hair here was just shaved. Not too short, because if it was too short, then it would look like I have no hair here. As you can see, you can already see a decent amount of skin underneath. So if it was any shorter than this, it might look like I just don't have any hair here, and if it was any longer, then it might be poofed out even more. And hopefully you can see kind of a similar thing in the back as well. So up until here it is shaved, and then in the back this is all longer, and then this hair on top is pretty much the same length. It's kind of like a bowl cut, but I think that might be the key for Asian hair. Not a straight up bowl cut, but like definitely a disconnected thing over here, so it's not faded. In my personal experience, fades don't really work that well for Asian people because, like I said, it just grows out instead of down, so you get a really like weird shape to your head. So I just got out of the shower and I blow dried my hair. You don't really have to blow dry it, at least in my opinion, but it's just a lot faster, saves a lot of time, so you might as well do it. So if I was feeling kind of lazy, I would just go out like this. I have no problem with just a blow dried or dried hair style like this. It doesn't really look the best, and you can see a definite cutoff here, which I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't be a fan of. So the key to that is wax. All I use is wax. I don't use hairspray or gel or anything else. Wax seems to do the trick for me. I like something that has a strong hold and a low shine. This is Gatsby, which I really like. Not sponsored or anything, but hit me up. I don't think it matters too much. If you are looking for a brand though, I would recommend Gatsby. So for my current length of hair, I'll probably use about this much. I don't really know how to describe this, but it's just, you can always use more. That's the thing. A lot of people say warm it up in your hands. I don't figure that's too necessary, but I like to get it in the fingers because I like to put my fingers through my hair. And then yeah, that's basically what I do. It doesn't matter if your hair is completely dry or a little bit damp, but as long as it's not too wet, it should be fine. And just try to massage it all the way through your hair, and just keep working it. I like to try to pay attention to the sides here, where the cutoff is in the back as well. And if you do it right, which is, it's not rocket science here, but you can get a more natural looking, almost fade, but it's not a fade. There is definitely a cutoff. It just doesn't look so harsh of like a bowl cut. That literally took like 30 seconds and I would be good for the rest of the day. This is just like a lazy, everyday kind of hairstyle for me. Just something that, goes down and I don't really have to worry about at all. But with this haircut, you can do different stuff. Like if I wanted to, if I had hairspray, you could do like an updo with this hairstyle as well. Since I already styled it down, it's not gonna look very good right now. But you can achieve some kind of like up hairstyle as well. If you're feeling lazy, you can just, put your hair up like this. If you wanna get it out of your forehead, I wouldn't recommend this, but you could also do like the classic 50-50, which is actually popular here in Korea, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't rock this in America probably. It really depends on your hairstyle, but like I said, it all comes down to the haircut. What I think it does is makes all this hair that's poofing out, this hair will kind of cover it and push it down a little bit even. So it looks like you have just a better shape to your head, which is I think one of the reasons why hairstyles even exist. So this haircut and style will give my face and head like a kind of an egg-shaped look, I guess, which is I think what a lot of people like, right? Another thing that you can do to combat the fuzziness or the poofiness of the hair on the sides, if it's short, or on the back, is you can take a shower before you sleep. I find that when I take a shower and then go to sleep and wake up in the morning, I don't know if it has to do with my head pressing against the pillow or just the oils that have released into my hair, but it does stay down a lot better just naturally without wax. Alright, so I hope this video helped a little bit. I know I wasn't really that in depth with the styling of it, but like I said, it's mostly up to the haircut itself. So again, 2-block cut or just kind of a disconnected undercut. And sorry, I don't know the exact measurements of how long my hair is, but it's just like you can kind of see it on screen. If you measure from here to here, what is this, like 3 inches or so? Like I said, it's not rocket science. If you do it like me, then you should get pretty good results and the ladies will be hitting you up left and right. For all y'all that aren't an Asian guy looking for a new hairstyle, I hope you enjoyed this video if you made it this far, and thank you to everyone who watched. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.